Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving right into a problem that, let's be honest, feels incredibly modern and pretty overwhelming. I'm talking about information overload. We're going to see how we can get from that chaos to some real clarity.
I mean, does this look familiar? I know it does for me. That feeling of just being completely swamped. It doesn't matter if you're a student trying to cram for an exam, a researcher swimming in academic papers, or really just anyone trying to learn something new, that feeling is universal. It's a digital deluge, and sometimes it feels absolutely impossible to keep your head above water.
So yeah, let's officially frame this problem. Let's start by looking at why we're all feeling like we're drowning in the first place.
You know, in today's world, we've pretty much all become knowledge workers. We're constantly taking in articles, videos, data, just this endless stream of stuff. And our brains, they really struggle to keep up. Making sense of it all, that is the exact challenge that some of these new AI tools are being built to solve.
So how have we tried to fight this chaos in the past? Well, for years, a lot of us have turned to a really classic tool. Let's talk about mapping the mind.
Mind mapping. It's a pretty brilliant concept, right? You take a central idea, and then you just branch out from there, visually connecting all your thoughts and notes. It's designed to kind of mirror how our brains naturally think, creating this hierarchy that brings a little bit of order to the chaos. I know a lot of people who swear by it.
And the software for mind mapping has gotten incredibly powerful. You can hook it up to RSS feeds, link out to specific emails, you can even embed live spreadsheet data or dictate notes right into the map. It's fantastic for getting organized, but, and this is a big but, it's still so much work. You, the user, have to read, process, and connect every single piece of information yourself. It's super labor-intensive.
And this quote, this just captures the frustration perfectly. This Reddit user from the Notebook LM community absolutely nails it. We want the automation, we want the AI to help us out, but so often the results are just, well, as they put it, utter garbage. There's been this huge gap between the promise of AI-powered organization and the actual reality of it. Until now. This exact frustration is what the new generation of tools is designed to fix. We're now seeing the rise of what you could call true AI research assistants. And honestly, they are a complete game changer.
Look at this. It's a fundamental shift in how we work. The old, manual way is slow. It's tedious, and it's limited by our own biases and what we can hold in our short-term memory. But AI synthesis, it's not just about being faster. It's about its ability to see connections that we might have totally missed, uncovering these hidden patterns buried deep inside all of our source material.
And the way it works is actually pretty simple. Step 1, you just feed it your stuff. Dump in your PDFs, your web articles, YouTube links, all of it. Step 2, the AI gets to work. It reads and analyzes everything. And then, step 3, this is the magic part, you just start asking questions. And it generates summaries, gives you answers, and creates these incredible visual maps for you. Tools like Google's Notebook LM and another one called Infranotus are really leading the charge here. Notebook LM is fantastic for getting instant summaries and these cool interactive mind maps. Infranotus takes it a step further. It can visualize your text as a network to show you what's missing, what it calls content gaps, which is where new ideas can really spark. The goal here isn't just about organizing old information anymore. It's about generating new, original insights.
Okay, so that's all the theory. But to really get a feel for the power of this stuff, we need to see it in action. So let's dive into a truly wild case study that really puts these ideas to the test. All right, let's try to make sense of this fascinating online entity called the Big Island Reporter. Now, at first glance, its mission seems totally clear. It calls itself Hawaii's premier news web portal. Seems straightforward enough, or so you'd think.
And it really leans into that identity. The site is just filled with these stunning photos of Hawaiian landscapes, volcanoes, beaches, and has deep dives on local culture like hula and traditional food, plus features on local businesses and real estate. It's all about sharing the aloha spirit, a very strong, clear local focus.
But then you find this other, equally strong pillar, technology. This isn't just a local news site, it's a full-on tech platform.
It has AI-generated news feeds, multiple AI chatbots, even a service called AnyModel that gives users access to all these different large language models, and it links out to the A16Z podcast network, which is one of the biggest names in Silicon Valley venture capital. It's an unusual mix, to say the least.
And then you find this. A quote from their YouTube channel that is just so far out there, it perfectly illustrates the chaos we're talking about. A vision of a United States of Africa stretching from Ohio to Cape Town, a highway powered by solar arrays attributed to some secret society. This is the third pillar: abstract, visionary, and just wildly eclectic.
So you have these three completely separate themes. You've got local Hawaii, you've got cutting-edge AI, and you've got these bizarre, futuristic visions all living under one roof. How on earth can we possibly make sense of that? Well, this is where AI synthesis becomes a kind of superpower.
This is how we find that clarity in all the chaos. An AI-powered analysis doesn't get confused by all the noise. Instead, it just identifies the core themes and sorts them out. It sees the deep local identity, it sees the sophisticated focus on tech and AI, and it sees the strange, eclectic visionary projects, and it structures them into three distinct pillars. And suddenly, what was just a jumbled mess now has a clear architecture. You can see what's going on.
And that really gets to the heart of it all. The real magic of these new AI tools isn't just about making neat lists or summaries for us. It's about revealing the hidden architecture of our information, letting us find new meaning by connecting ideas that, on the surface, seem totally unrelated. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. We've seen how AI can take this totally chaotic collection of sources and create a clear, insightful map from it. So the big question for all of us now is, as these tools get more and more common, how will they ultimately remap the way we learn, create, and maybe even the way we think? Thanks for joining us.